Maybe they're all at the gym.
Before we open up.
Maybe they're waiting outside. Hey, Brandon.
What's going on, guys?
That was a great video.
Oh, thanks.
Filled out the survey. Ready to roll.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right, we'll just give it like one more minute, let everybody get in.
I'll restart my iPad. I kicked it out.
Jorge, you're freezing up on me. What did you say?
Restart my iPad. I keep getting disconnected.
Okay.
How's Gunner doing, Coach?
Hey, he's doing awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Eating well, sleeping well, like his job? That's his job.
Yeah, I mean, he's eating well. He's sleeping pretty well too. I guess as well as can be expected. He's got to eat every like 2 hours. I'm hoping like any week a shift to like 3 hours. He's eating more, but he's like still eating. He's eating more per session, but it's not spreading out.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we can get like 3 hour stretches would be nice for sleep.
Yeah, once their stomach gets big enough where they can fill it up, you start getting that 4 hour block. I remember.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We'll get started and then I guess Jorge will pop back in. Let's see. Are you guys ready to go? All right, let's go. Cool. Leg circus. Change directions. Good, up and down. Side to side. Bicycle. Change directions. Good. Bridge. Left leg. Right leg. Good. Windshield wipers. Good. On your knees. Neck circles. Change directions. Good. Chin to chest. Chin to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. Wrist circles. Change directions. Cat cow. Do fire hydrants. Change directions. Change sides. Change directions. Good. Lunges. Get feet together, knees apart, sink your hips. Get feet apart, rock back. Right, good. All right, guys, let's just start off warming up a little bit with 60 seconds of all fours, just moving forward and back, bear crawls. So you're just gonna stay like super flat with your back, hips up just slightly. Gonna move forward like 3 steps and then back, forward 3, back 3. I'm gonna do that for 60 seconds. All right, let's go. And relax. Just rest there for a second. Right, guys. The next one we're going to do is sit throughs. Do that for about 30 to 40 seconds. You're going to be on all fours. You're going to shoot that leg through, come back, shoot the leg through, and alternate sides every single rep. That for about between 30 and 40 seconds. Here we go. And relax. All right, guys, re-shots. One knee up, one knee down. All right, you're gonna place your hand on the ground and then slide your knee past your hand. And then every single time, you're just gonna repeat that. So once you get to the end of your mat, how many ever reps it takes you, turn around and switch sides. So I'll give you an example of like 2 to 3 reps and turning around. So I'm on one knee. I post my hand on my foot, opposite sides, slide the knee through, slide the knee through, slide the knee through. Now, when I turn to go the other way, I'm going to drop my knee and pivot like this. And then slide this way. 1, 2, I'll give you a better example. When I turn the other way, look. All right, I'm gonna do that for about 45 seconds, guys. Here we go. And relax. All right, guys. Gonna go to the duck walk now for 45 seconds. How many every reps you can do down, turn around and go back. So I'm going 1, 2. All right, so when I go back, I'm gonna want my left leg up, so I just do a little pivot. 1, 2. Again, just like we were doing before, a little pivot. 1 and 2. Here we go, guys. 40 seconds. Go. And relax. All right, guys, sit through with the sprawl. So we're going sit through one side and back, sprawl, back up, sit through, sprawl. So I'll pop back up to my toes after each sprawl and sit through to the opposite side. Does that make sense, guys? All right, so don't try to sit through from your hips. Come back up to your toes and shoot through. Then we're gonna do this one again for about 45 seconds. 1, 2. And relax. All right, guys, so the next one's gonna be the hip heist. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be up and we're gonna drop down to our forearm and our foot, almost like someone just swept us and knocked us over, but we land on our arm. Boom, heist. Going the other way, boom, heist. So as soon as your hips hit the mat here, think about your hips and your butt being like a trampoline. You don't stay here, your leg, we're not going back. We're shooting our leg that dropped under us, taking advantage of the weight being on the forearm. We can't go back that way. That's where the weight is. We have to go away from it. Coming back, boom, 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 boom. Alternating sides. Really think of your hip like bouncing off the ground. Here we go, guys. Let's go. And rest. Nice, guys. That's a really good drill for not allowing the sweep to finish, not allowing the takedown to complete. You got to make sure someone controls your hips to be able to secure getting you, keeping you on your butt or on your back. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is going to mix the reshot and the duck walk. So it's going to look like this. You're up, you're going to hit your duck walk, and then reshot to follow. Opposite side, duck walk, reshot to follow. So this is going to simulate, I just shot my double leg, but the person got a little bit of sprawl, but I'm still in the game. I get my hips back under me and I finish. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time. Going the other way, duck walk, okay, and then just get my hips back underneath me. Right, if you only got one in your distance, just do a pivot, duck walk, and reshot, and then just pivot and face the other direction so that you're practicing both sides, alternating reps. Okay, here we go, guys. 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. And rest. Very nice, guys. All right. Let's rest for about a minute. And we're going to work on our sit-throughs, but all the way full circles. All right, so what that's going to look like, all fours. All fours. Okay. Sit through, but finish. Okay, move around a little bit, guys. Sit through. Move around. Other way the next time. And try to make it like quick and springy. Okay. I'm gonna do that one for 45 seconds. Here we go, guys. Let's go. And relax, guys. Very nice. All right, guys. So the next one, we're gonna hit our switch. This one causes some people some trouble, so we're gonna do a quick review on this one. I'm on my knees. Okay, I'm gonna step up and reach back with the same side. You can have your other hand posted on the mat for balance. You don't really need that when someone's like holding you behind you, because you can kind of like press into them a little bit. But since we don't have anybody or anything behind us for resistance, just place our hand down. I'm gonna step up and reach back. Okay, so the same leg I step up with, this hand, boom, reaches back like behind my butt. And now I'm gonna turn 90 degrees, boom, and then I'm gonna finish the turn, boom. And you can segment it, guys, that's fine for now. Now I'm gonna go the other way, okay? So I'm on my knees again, but I'm gonna put the other hand down, right? I'm gonna step up with the opposite side leg and reach behind my butt, boom. And now I'm gonna sit my leg through to 90 degrees and pivot, okay? Let's give that one a shot. 1, 2. And relax, guys. Let's rest for a second. Just gonna do a couple more what I would consider to be wrestling drills. For me, to be honest, some of the most important movement-related drills for me to do on my own or have a base in fundamental wrestling movements. I think they're just like an amazing way to develop your own body awareness and your ability to move efficiently. There's a lot of good jiu-jitsu ones, but man, wrestling movement is like massively important. And all the drills we're doing today, you know, obviously everything has carryover to jiu-jitsu, but these are more movements that I have adapted to jiu-jitsu from wrestling. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is just combining. So you'll see sometimes we'll do some isolated movements, and when we get comfortable with them, we mix them together so they flow more, because ultimately sequencing them together is going to be the way to really get smooth and efficient. So we're just going to mix that switch with the reshot and the duck walk. So shot, reshot, switch kind of deal. So if I'm on one knee and I hit my duck walk and my reshot. Well, I'm already right here in this position, as you can see, to go boom and switch. Okay, let me adjust a little bit here. Good. So I'm going duck walk, reshot, switch. We've already done the 3. We're just putting them together. So I'm in here. I'm about to do my duck walk, my shot. Sorry, that was wrong. Right? So shot, reshot, switch. Right? So that was left leg lead. Right leg lead, I'm going to do shot, reshot, right, and switch. Does that make sense, guys? All right, let's do it. Here we go. And rest, guys. The last wrestling drill that we're going to end with today, guys. I call them wrestling drills because they're like my all four series is going to be the peek out. So if I shoot on someone and they've like sprawled on me too much to reshoot, and they've already like grabbed me around behind my arms, like wrapping their arms around me, but not like a front headlock, behind my arms, then I'm going to do the peek out. So what we're going to do there is alternating sides. The shot, they sprawled on us. You're going to step up, and you're going to kind of flare your elbow like this, and you're going to sit through. Boom, looking up at the ceiling. Okay? And we won't finish it by turning towards the butt. We'll just come back, and we'll go to the other side. So we'll step up, and we'll throw our elbow up and back as we sit through. So it's just like, it's very similar to this kind of motion, but we're adding on some details with that upper body movement. Okay? Let's finish off with our wrestling series today with that one. Here we go, guys. All right, and relax, guys. A lot of defensive and offensive movements there, counter movements as well. So the next one, just going to work on our shrimp a little bit. So left and right shrimp, but we're going to add a shoulder walk. So from shrimping, I'm going to move my shoulder back, shrimp again, recover guard. Okay? Shrimp, shoulder walk, opening up the torso, shrimp again, and recover guard. If you start to get off your mat a little bit, just do a couple butt scoots back. So again, the shrimp and the shoulder walk are different. I want to make that clear. The shoulder walk allows you to shrimp again. So if I just shrimp, this is where I'm at. Like I just have to bring my knee across. Maybe that's not enough. So in order to, basically what a shrimp does, guys, is it closes your hips. Okay? Well, if I want to close my hips again, I have to open them. The shoulder walk opens your hips so you can create more distance by closing them again. It allows you to do a second shrimp. Okay, so shrimp, shoulder walk, shrimp, recover guard. And then alternate sides back and forth. 1, 2. Good, guys. Just one little detail. Make sure they're at the end that, the person's here coming around my guard, and I post, and I shrimp. Okay, notice that. Notice this foot position is what leads everything. Okay, so as they come around, I bring my foot back, loading me. Because if it just stays here, I can't shrimp very far. When I move it back, that sets my distance from which I can move. Boom. Okay. Now, when I shoulder walk and I shrimp again, I reset my foot again. It gives me more distance. If I don't keep adjusting this foot, then my shrimp distance is shorter. Okay. You see how when I move my shoulders, my foot also moves. It's the same concept of if I'm here and I want to do like a big reshot. Watch this. If my foot and hand are back, I can go. You see? But if I do this big adjustment both together, you see how far I can move? It's the same concept as moving my foot and shoulder. Watch. Boom. I can cover way more ground and reset way more ground. So when my shoulder moves, my foot moves. And then finally, when I shrimp here and I bring my knee across, I don't bring it up like this because it's going to hit the person's body. It's got to go down and across so I can use my foot to grab the mat and pull my hips back under to close my guard. Okay? Let's do that for one more minute, guys. Really focus on all the details. Here we go. Chris, on that last movement, recover and guard, bring your knee across and grab the mat and pull your hips through. Okay, don't just do this. Look at me. Don't just do this. I'm on my side and I go, and then I just go hit. No, you got to get all the way through. Look, you got to pull your hips through. Cool. Okay, that was better, but Chris, your foot stayed here. You see? And then you just went through. Watch my foot grabs the mat and pulls me through. Nice, guys, nice. That's it. That's it. That's it, Jorge. Good, Matt. And relax. Okay, this time we shrimp and we're trying to get away, but they keep coming around too high. Okay, when they come around towards the head, bringing your knee across the belly is not going to work. Okay, so we're going to instead scissors, grab their leg, turn to our knees, and then once we get to our knees, we're going to slide back through to the guard. Okay, so again, I shrimp, but they're coming around in front of me too much towards my head. So bringing the knee across is too late. I scissors my legs and bring my knee under my shoulder. And now once I get here, I rock backwards onto my hip, sucking in on myself and pull myself through like I did before. Notice that detail is still in there. Watch when my knee comes through. Here, look at my toes. Pulls my hips under. So I do the same thing in the leg scissors drill, turning to my knees. I shrimp. I get to my knees. Here, okay? And then I drop to my hip just like this. And once I land, you'll see, I'll turn. Once I landed, I still did the same thing to recover guard. I stay in a nice tight ball, okay? Let's go. Here we go. So guys, really make sure the knee goes as far under the shoulder as possible. When you turn, watch this. When I turn, see this knee? I don't want it back here like this, because then I can't really get to the other side in a tight ball. When I turn, I want this knee to tuck under me really tight. You see, like this, so I can rock right over and throw my leg through. So try to get your knee to at least touch your chest or right below your chest. Good, Jorge. Nice. That's better, Chris. That's it, Matt. Just drop. So, Matt, right there at the end, try not to come up like you did. So once I turn over and get to my knee, try not to come up like this. Try to go backwards. Boom. Like you're falling onto your shoulder backwards. Chris, you got to keep the knee tucked. Yes, Matt. Yes, that's it. Chris, let me watch you do it again, nice and slow. So Chris, let's make sure, do it again really slow. Make sure it's your top side knee that tucks. So if I'm on my side, look, if I'm on my side, it's the top side knee that tucks. You see, that's what I'm gonna rock across. So right here's the yes, and then tuck, yes, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Chris. You got it. Okay, guys, good. Relax. That one's super important for guard retention if you're not flexible or you have back issues. Okay, I have a lot of different guard retention tools I use based on where my body's at. And over time, I've made adjustments, and they're all super effective. But I have certain ones. I had a lot of back issues for a long time. And I had developed a really good guard game that didn't require me really using my legs that much. It's surprisingly, it's kind of weird to say that, but it allowed me to just stay in a ball. And what I mean by like not making it hurt my back and use my legs, anytime I did like this, it hurt my back. So instead, I just stayed kind of like this. You know, I stayed in a ball, turning, coming up, and that didn't hurt my back, but anything like this did. So there's a lot of guard retention tools. One I consider more of a framing type game, and that's what I'm talking about if you have back issues or you lack flexibility. You can have still a great guard, and it's very simplified. The flexible guys, it's pretty, but it's very dynamic and it's complex. So if you play more of an open leg guard, then it's a little more complicated. But that being said, you know, everything has its pros and cons. Everything, what comes with it being more complex, there's more attacks you can do. It's not as much of a just stopping from someone from passing. It's you have more offensive weapons when you play with more of an open game like this versus staying tight like that. So next drill, guys, we're just gonna go back to a drill we did yesterday, shrimping side to side. So it's here, but I'm gonna reach, just like I keep telling you, this is so important, this bringing your knee through, reaching and pulling yourself all the way to the other side. So this time, instead of just going like this and recovering guard, we're working on getting ourselves all the way, so fit on one shoulder all the way to the other in one fluid motion. See, I'm sliding through, grabbing, pulling, not stopping, but right when I get here, it turns into more of a shrimp. Side to side, very smooth without any segmenting, guys. Let's try to get to that point. Here we go. And rest. Good. All right, bridge and roll, guys. Bridge and roll, mount escape. The closer we get our heels to our butt, the bigger our bridge or higher the peak of our hips is going to be. Okay, so keep close and bridge. Again, getting to this tight knee under shoulder position. This is a strong position for takedowns. The further we get away, the weaker we are. So I always try to come to here because I can posture, I can drive, I can finish. Okay, so on my bridge and roll, I turn and tuck the knee as quickly as I can versus this is a mistake I see from a lot of people. They bridge and roll and then they land here. And now they have trouble getting up because they're so stretched out. So when you turn, reach as you're bridging to the tip of your shoulder, right on the tip of your shoulder, guys. Here, bring the far knee all the way across, boom, and drop it underneath you. All right, let's get it. Now, guys, right when you finish, add a posture. Watch me. Posture. That's how you know you're getting in the right position, if you can come right into good posture. Okay, keep going, guys. Good, and relax. All right, guys, let's do some shoulder taps and then we'll do some shoulder rolls. Reverse shoulder rolls. So shoulder taps, just warming up the back. I know it's already warm, but warming up for the full movement. We're gonna look over our shoulder, rock our legs so they touch the mat just to the outside of our head. So looks like this. And coming back. I'm rolling right across my shoulder blade. Here, other side. Feel your weight on your shoulder, not on your neck. Your neck will be touching the mat, obviously, but you shouldn't feel like it's super load bearing, okay? Shoulder taps side to side. Here we go. And relax. All right. Full shoulder rolls, and then you're gonna windshield wipe your legs to reset, and then you can spin and come back the other way. So you're gonna go alternating sides. Full shoulder roll. Okay. You can see I went right when I finished. I went right across my tricep and the back of my arm. Windshield wipe. back to the seated position. I'm going to do one scoot so I have plenty of room for my second roll. Go to the other side, windshield wipe, and then spin. One roll, windshield wipe, scoot, second roll, windshield wipe, and rotate. Okay, nice and smooth. Again, over your left shoulder, one or two scoots, over your right shoulder, spin. Right, here we go. And relax. All right, we're going to our Granby roll now. Okay, on our knees, relaxing our arms, dropping, like literally falling sideways, sideways, just letting our shoulder get to the ground and rolling across our shoulder blades. I'll come back the other way. I'm just gonna drop sideways, not forward. And I'm gonna keep my knees tucked like a ball and roll to the side. It's very important in any of these type of lateral rolls that we do that you keep your knees, really it doesn't even have to be lateral. Any roll you do, you wanna keep your knees close to your chest and shoulders, okay? So I'm going sideways, boom, my knees stay right in line with my chest, okay? Let's give it a shot, guys. Here we go. Chris, we're gonna do that one next, but we're doing it from the knees right now. But you can switch on the next one, that's fine. Okay, guys, you guys can pause. So there's the normal Granby row, and then there's the seated Granby row. Chris, you were doing the seated version, which is fine. So on the next one, do the knee version. So the seated version is from here. It's the same thing, trying to keep the knees nice and tucked, and then roll across the shoulders, just like on the Granby row we just did. You start on your knees, you finish on your knees, right? We're gonna start on our butt, finish on our butt. Again, letting yourself roll across the back of your shoulder, back of your tricep, and your arm. Here, look. So the seated row is the same concept. Stay super tucked. And you don't have to put your arms behind you like this. You can just put them like under your legs or by your knees. And roll side to side. I like to feel myself go like forward a little bit. You see how I'm going forward? If it's just sideways and I'm not like rocking a little bit forward, I feel like I lose it. So I'll show you what I mean. Like if I'm just here and I try to just go sideways, I like I feel like I'm not tracking right. So can you guys see the line in my, let me scoot over. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a seam in the mat right here. When I go into my roll, I try to lean forward, like my shoulder's trying to go past my knee. And it won't go past, but I don't want to go back at all. So does that make sense, guys? We'll come back so you can see it's forward and to the side like that. So the initial momentum is going forward instead of sideways. It's going to help you stay up, tucked in a bowl. Okay, let's give it a shot. You can alternate left and right every single time. Nice, guys, nice. Awesome. All right, guys, and relax. All right, we're going to pause there for tonight. We got some good guard retention work in, some good wrestling drills, and some of the a good bit of the roll series I like to go through in my movement practice. So, any questions, guys?
Yeah, I didn't get the survey. Where was that sent out recently, or?
Yeah, that was put on the Facebook members group. Did you?
Oh, I don't have Facebook.
Okay, I'll shoot it to you.
All right, thank you.
So a lot of times we'll shoot things out on Facebook first, and then we'll shoot them on email. Did you at least get the video?
I did.
Cool. Sometimes we try not to email too much because people get annoyed. A lot of times on Facebook, you just expect, like, you can just turn off your notifications. So sometimes, like, we'll push more on Facebook, but I'll definitely shoot it out to you. The survey is all it is like, it's a questions asking what you feel comfortable coming back to once we can open. It's basically options varying from online training, like meaning like even like not online training like this, like a live streaming of the classes versus partner drilling versus only coming back when we're allowing sparring again, and a lot of questions like that, like comfort level. Like if we open, how many days a week are you going to want to train? Because it's going to help us build out what our schedule is going to look like, at least for the short term.
So there's no spit in my mouth version.
Yeah. So I mean, even on the video, like I suggested, even the partner drills, we'll want to keep the intensity low enough to where it's not like there's no particles coming out, and even if you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. We will provide those, but that we've found, and especially like talking to a lot of the ER doctors, and confirming that it's not really like, okay, you have the virus somewhere on you, and I touch it. I touch it and I touch my mouth, or I touch it and I rub my eyes, or the other one would be I literally like spit or sweat right into your mouth, right? So if we keep people the intensity low. And the limit the amount of like opportunity for the particles to go in your orifices, basically it's pretty safe. And also we're limiting contact points to whoever's your partner that you choose, or your group of three. So your risk is limited already by the fact that you shouldn't be getting sweat and dripping all over you, because they shouldn't really be sweating much. And we're going to encourage people to bring towels and stuff. But in addition to that, it's a matter of, is your 1 to 3 points of contact even what's the chance that they get COVID, right? And even beyond that, we're checking temperatures. So even if they had it, like, it would likely show in their coughing. It's not, nothing's 100%. I mean, I'm definitely not trying to sell people that, like, oh, you can't get COVID, but, like, I'm just trying to tell people, if you're leaving your house and you're getting close to people, this is not as risky as going into a restaurant probably, or something like that. So
one last question. What if you're new like me and don't know everybody in the class? How do you choose your partner?
So we have created a spreadsheet actually, and we're going to post it it's going to be finalized once we see some of the survey results. But the spreadsheet's already been created. It's just going to be adjusted a little bit. But basically within the spreadsheet, it gives you a place to put your name if you don't already have a partner, and it gives you an opportunity as well to put in your desired schedule, and we'll match people up based on schedules, based on your routine. Yeah. So we've got everybody covered. We put a ton of thought into it, and like I said, I'm looking at the smartest any content I can find from any other gym owner that I feel like is really smart. Other state protocols. I'm talking to ER doctors. Man, I'm like covering all the bases, because, like I told the group last night, I got a newborn baby at home, and I want to be in there too. And the last thing I want to do is put number one, I don't want to put you guys at any unnecessary risk. But it's not, I want to make sure everybody understands, this is not just lip service. This is not just saying, oh, look, it looks pretty on the outside. It's not painted rust, It's not just like, oh, this looks good, but man, it's super risky. I'm going to be in there too. And if I bring it home to my baby who doesn't have an immune system developed yet, like, I'm not even going to chance that. So, that's kind of proof that, like, I'm confident in what I'm saying. I'm not just throwing some nonsense out there because I'm a business owner that needs to get rocking again, It's beyond that. It's more than that. So. Any other questions, guys?
I'm assuming whenever we get back to the gym, the showers are not going to be.
Yeah, no, that was in the video too. We're not using the showers in the locker rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another point of contact where we have to. If we can limit things, we are, and it's we're just not going to do it. Not right now. Like I said, all these things this is what we got to do right now. But.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think you froze up. Oh. I said, Jorge, you're driving home stinky, man.
Yeah, you're driving home smelly.
Nothing's changed there, dude.
Yeah. But there's a water spigot outside, so you can take a little hoe bath.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be a noon time slot, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Likely it'll be noon and potentially 2 evening slots, so we can get more people in there. So it might be like a 7 to 7:40 and an 8 to 8:40.
So when do you think the announcement that it's going to open? Is it a definite for starting on Tuesday, or
nope.
Is it?
They came out today.
Yeah.
It's part of phase 2?
They started phase 2, but they did not allow gyms in phase 2.
Oh, but liquor stores are okay.
Yeah. So I'm taking a few deep breaths tonight, and I'm pretty frustrated. They've told us 5 weeks. So let me tell you this though. I'm about to get creative, and I'm about to do some. As soon as I heard the announcements, I called my lawyer. I'm trying to figure out like what I can do. I'm going to get creative. It's not going to be 5 weeks before we train again.
How about outside?
Let's say this. It's not going to be 5 weeks before I give you guys options. Whether or not you like the options I can come up with, that's up to you. I want everybody to honestly, make their own decisions. And, I don't want to put anybody in any position or suggest that anybody do anything that they don't feel comfortable with, for sure.
Send location.
What's that?
Send location.
Yeah, I've got some ideas. So, and I need to train. I have to train. Like, this is my life. This is my business, not only, but man, like I need this. This is my therapy. This is what I do. So the governor, you know, we'll just stop there.
Yeah. Can Luter get his pastor's license and he can preach to us in
Well,
there?
here's the thing. It's funny. So Tom is a pastor. Tom Aston is a pastor. Tom married me. So on a couple of weeks ago, when the churches started suing the governor, I texted Tom because they said, you know, as soon as they got sued regarding, you know, their right to you know, religion, they what they did is they served the governor with a lawsuit, and the governor backed off. So I texted Tom and I said, Tom, not only can I guarantee that on Sunday, if you come into the gym, you'll have a religious experience. You are more than welcome as a pastor to preach a sermon.
No, you're right.
And it doesn't even have to be related to religion. It can be related to the religion of jiu-jitsu.
That's right.
Just stand up there and preach all you want. And we start, you know, I'm kind of laughing, but kind of serious too.
Listen, it's spiritual, man. I mean,
It is 100% spiritual. Yeah. So we're gonna do what we can. I have some ideas. My lawyer's gonna be in contact with me in the next couple of days. I've shot some ideas to him. Let me tell you what my biggest concern is. My biggest concern is while we're shut down from the government, it's not really my biggest concern, but it is a concern. If anything were to happen, would my insurance cover me? You know, that's something you don't think about, but if you're technically supposed to be closed by government orders and something happens, your insurance likely would use that loophole to be like, yeah. But do I feel like something would happen and it would come to like having to put something on my insurance? Probably not, but it's something I have to consider.
what about a new jump? Is that maybe a lawyer, but what about waivers like bungee jumpers and shit do?
Right. So I automatically have to do additional waivers for the new COVID-19 protocols.
You put it all on us.
But yes, that would be one layer of protection for sure. You know, and so like I said, I have some ideas. Stand by.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. See ya.
Thank you.